My Life in Berlin, A Journey of Self-Discovery. Chapter 1. Introducing myself. My name is Emma Fischer. I'm 27 years old, and I live in Berlin, Germany. I'm fairly tall with long wavy blonde hair and green eyes. My days usually start early because I work as a graphic designer for a well-known magazine. It's a job I've always dreamed of, but getting here wasn't easy. Chapter 2. My morning routine. Every morning, I wake up at 6:30 a.m. The first thing I do is reach for my phone to turn off the alarm. I take a deep breath, stretch, and then get out of bed. My bedroom is small but cozy with soft white bedding and a few plants on the windowsill. The morning light in Berlin is beautiful, especially in the spring when the sun starts to rise earlier. I head straight to the bathroom to start my skincare routine. My skin is sensitive, so I've carefully chosen products that work best for me. I begin by washing my face with a gentle cleanser that has a mild, soothing scent. Then, I apply a hydrating toner that leaves my skin feeling fresh. After that, I use a serum packed with vitamins to keep my skin glowing. Finally, I apply a light moisturizer to lock in all the moisture. Next, I move on to makeup. I like to keep it simple and natural. I start with a tinted moisturizer, which gives me just enough coverage without feeling heavy. Then, I apply a bit of concealer under my eyes to brighten up my face. A touch of blush on my cheeks, some mascara to open up my eyes, and a soft pink lipstick complete my look. It's quick and makes me feel confident for the day ahead. Chapter 3. Breakfast and preparing for work. After I'm ready, I head to the kitchen to make breakfast. Cooking is something I enjoy, even when it's something as simple as breakfast. Today, I decide to make avocado toast with a poached egg on top. I love the way the creamy avocado mixes with the soft, runny yolk of the egg. I sprinkle some salt, pepper, and a bit of chili flakes for a little kick. With a cup of freshly brewed coffee, my breakfast is complete. While I eat, I like to review my plans for the day. I'm working on a new design project at the magazine, and there's a lot to do. But I try not to let the stress get to me. Instead, I focus on the excitement of creating something new and the satisfaction that comes with finishing a project. Chapter 4. A day at work. Work is a big part of my life, but it's not without its challenges. I faced many failures along the way. When I first started in the design industry, I struggled with rejection. I would submit my ideas only to have them turned down. It was hard not to take it personally, but I learned to see these moments as opportunities to grow. Over time, I've become better at handling criticism, and now I use it to improve my work. At the office, I'm surrounded by a team of talented people. We brainstorm ideas, sketch out designs, and work together to create something that resonates with our audience. Some days are harder than others, especially when deadlines are tight, but I've learned to stay calm and focused. Chapter 5. Love, friends, and finding myself. Outside of work, my life is filled with ups and downs. I've had my share of heartbreaks, including a relationship that ended just last year. My boyfriend, Max, and I had been together for 3 years. We shared many happy moments, celebrating birthdays, going on trips, and just enjoying each other's company. But over time, we realized we wanted different things in life. It was hard to let go, but I knew it was the right decision for both of us. After the breakup, I spent a lot of time with my friends. They've been my rock through everything. We often meet up at a cozy cafe near my apartment, where we talk for hours over coffee and pastries. They've helped me see that it's okay to take time for myself and focus on what makes me happy. Chapter 6. The Challenges of Berlin Life. Living in Berlin has its challenges. It's a city full of opportunities, but it can also be a lonely place, especially when you're trying to find your path. The society here can be judgmental at times, and I've had to deal with people who doubt my abilities or criticize my choices. But I've learned that what matters most is how I see myself, not what others think of me. Self-love has become a big part of my life. I've started to embrace who I am, flaws and all. I've learned to be kinder to myself, to appreciate the small victories, and to understand that it's okay not to have everything figured out. Chapter 7. A New Beginning. Recently, I've been thinking a lot about what success means to me. It's not just about having a great job or being recognized for my work. It's about finding balance in my life, building meaningful relationships, and doing things that bring me joy. I've started taking cooking classes, learning new recipes that I can try at home. It's become a way for me to relax and unwind after a long day. As I continue my journey, I've realized that life isn't about avoiding failures or trying to please everyone. It's about learning from every experience, growing stronger, and staying true to who I am. And in Berlin, this vibrant city that I call home, I'm slowly but surely finding my way. Chapter 8. Exploring passions and new adventures. After my breakup with Max, I realized I needed to dive deeper into my passions and hobbies to fill the empty space in my life. I've always had a love for photography, but it was something I never fully pursued. So, I decided to invest in a good camera and started exploring Berlin through a new lens, literally. On weekends, I'd wake up early, pack my camera, and set out to discover the hidden gems of Berlin. The city is full of contrasts. Modern architecture mixed with historical buildings, vibrant street art, and quiet parks where time seems to slow down. I found myself drawn to the people of Berlin, capturing candid moments of strangers as they went about their day. This hobby quickly turned into a passion, and soon I started sharing my photos on social media, receiving positive feedback from friends and even strangers. Chapter 9. Building New Connections. One day, while photographing in a small, lesser-known art district, I met a woman named Sophie. She was an art curator and instantly noticed my enthusiasm for photography. We struck up a conversation, and before I knew it, Sophie offered to display some of my work in a small gallery she was managing. This was a turning point for me. The opportunity to share my work with others felt like validation of my talent and hard work. The exhibition was a modest success. It wasn't just about showcasing my photos. It was about building connections with others who appreciated art. At the gallery opening, I met a diverse group of people, artists, writers, and other photographers. They shared their stories, struggles, and successes, which inspired me to keep pushing forward in my journey. Chapter 10. Learning New Skills and Growing. With my confidence growing, I decided to learn new skills that could further enhance my career. I enrolled in a course on digital marketing, understanding that it could help me promote my photography and design work better. The course was intense, with long hours of studying and practice, but it paid off when I started seeing results. My online presence grew, and I began receiving inquiries for freelance design and photography work. Balancing my full-time job at the magazine with these new projects was challenging. There were days when I felt overwhelmed, working late into the night to meet deadlines. But I reminded myself that these were steps toward building the life I wanted. A life where I could blend my passion with my profession. Chapter 11. Facing New Challenges. However, not everything was smooth sailing. Along the way, I faced new challenges. One of them was dealing with jealousy and competition in the creative industry. Some colleagues were supportive, but others weren't pleased with my growing success. There were whispers behind my back, and I sometimes felt excluded from group projects. This hurt, but I knew I had to stay focused on my goals and not let negativity pull me down. To cope with the stress, I started practicing mindfulness and meditation. Every morning after my skincare routine, I'd spend 10 minutes sitting quietly, focusing on my breath, and setting positive intentions for the day. This simple practice helped me stay grounded and clear-minded, even when things got tough. Chapter 12. Celebrating milestones. As the year progressed, I had many reasons to celebrate. My birthday came around in June, and I decided to throw a small party at my apartment. I invited close friends and colleagues who had supported me throughout the year. We spent the evening enjoying homemade dishes, my famous lasagna, fresh salads, and a chocolate cake that I had baked myself. The night was filled with laughter, toasts to new beginnings, and a sense of gratitude for the journey I was on. Max, my ex-boyfriend, also reached out to wish me a happy birthday. We had a brief, friendly conversation, and it felt good to know that we had both moved on, growing in our own ways. Chapter 13. Reflecting on the meaning of life. As I navigated these experiences, I often found myself reflecting on the meaning of life. What did success really mean? Was it about achieving career milestones, or was it something deeper? For me, success started to feel more about the relationships I built, the love I gave and received, and the fulfillment I found in doing what I loved. I realized that life wasn't about reaching a destination, but about enjoying the journey and learning from every experience. This realization helped me deal with toxic people and situations better. I stopped seeking validation from those who didn't genuinely support me. Instead, I focused on surrounding myself with people who uplifted me and shared my vision for a fulfilling life. Chapter 14. Final thoughts. My journey in Berlin has been one of self-discovery, growth, and embracing life's uncertainties. I've faced challenges, celebrated successes, and learned that the most important relationship I have is with myself. As I continue to build my career, deepen my passions, and navigate the complexities of life, I do so with a sense of confidence and a heart full of hope. This is just the beginning of my story. There's so much more to explore, learn, and experience, and I'm ready for whatever comes next. This expanded narrative explores various aspects of Emma's life, weaving in new experiences, challenges, and reflections